Let's see another question on inference type. So again, by now we know how to identify if this is an inference question type. Here is your question stem, remains the same for all questions on this type. So let's read the text. Scholars have noted that Scott's writings were likely influenced in part by his marriage to Zelda. So these scholars are saying that, whatever this person Scott wrote, it was influenced in part because of the marriage or his partner Zelda. But many don't recognize Zelda as a writer in her own right. But what are the other scholars saying? What are the many scholars saying? They're saying that they don't recognize that Zelda is a writer in her own right. She's also a writer. So Zelda's role, we are discussing Zelda's role over here, right? So some scholars are saying that Zelda is somebody who influenced the writings that Scott did. And some are saying that, Zelda is herself a writer. So recognize that as well. Now let's go ahead. Indeed, Zelda authored several works herself, such as the novel Save Me the Walls and numerous short stories. So now this sentence is basically just telling me about what Zelda did as an author, or how can we really identify or recognize her as a writer in her own right. She did some works and some examples are given. Thus, those who primarily view Zelda as an inspiration for Scott's writings, what are these people doing? So when somebody or those people who are viewing Zelda as an inspiration, primarily viewing Zelda as an inspiration for Scott's writings, what are they doing? Probably they're ignoring the fact that Zelda is also a writer, right? Probably that's what's happening, because as per the facts given to me in the text, that's what makes sense. Let's read our options and identify which all we can eliminate. Let's look at A. So these people probably are overlooking the many other factors that motivated Scott to write. So I just know one thing that they mention over there in the text which possibly motivated him to write, that was Zelda. I don't care about the other factors. That's not been told to me. I don't have any information on this, so A is out. B says, risk misrepresenting the full range of Zelda's contributions to literature. So yeah, definitely. So they don't really understand, these people who are just seeing Zelda as an inspiration for Scott's writing, they don't really understand that Zelda's contribution to literature is not only just as an inspiration, but she has also herself authored a few books, right? She's also written something. So yeah, they are risking the representation of Zelda's contributions to literature in a very limited manner. They don't see the whole picture. So I like B as of now. Let's go to C and see if we can eliminate. May draw inaccurate conclusions about how Scott and Zelda viewed each other's work. So how they are seeing each other's work, I don't know, right? All I know is that how these scholars are seeing Zelda, right? But how Scott is viewing Zelda's work or Zelda is viewing Scott's work, I have no information on that. Let's go to D. Tend to read the works of Scott and Zelda in an overly autobiographical light. Now, how are they reading Zelda's work is definitely not there, right? They're probably reading Scott's work and they're coming to certain conclusions or jumping to certain conclusions. But what are they doing to the readings, or what are they doing to the writings of Zelda, or how are they reading that? I don't know that. So again, D is out because no such information has been given to me in the text about it. Right? And so very easily I can say B is the right choice for this question.